Hello, and by all means, hiya, and welcome to the ChuckieDregs. And this is the final backer episode. This one is for you, Rob 2.
So you're going to get changed now?
What do you mean?
Well, because for this episode, Rob said that you needed to be in your pants. Like, that's why he gave us the money. It was so that he'd see you in your pants.
I'm not doing that.
No, you have to.
He probably meant you.
No, he definitely meant you. Because he addressed the email to you. He didn't address the email to me, so it's got to be you who do it. Otherwise, we can't do this episode, so we just have to do it. Just go
Well,
get
I'm not
changed.
doing the episode then, I'm not
Just
fucking
go get
doing-
changed. Just go get changed. You got to do it. Do it.
I'm not fucking
Do it.
having a showing in my pants.
Do it.
I'm not showing him my pants.
Do it.
I'm not doing it.
Do it.
I don't know him. I don't know the
That
man.
doesn't matter.
I do not know the
You
man.
do it for a doctor.
Is he a doctor?
Yeah.
No, he's not fucking doing
Come on, just do it. We're going to be here all day.
Cut.
Do it.
Cut. I'm not fucking...
Do it. Luke, you just got to do it. Ryan, you just got to do it. You just have to. And that is part of the deal. You have to do it.
He can have his money back. I'm not doing it.
You have to do it. We spent the money. We can't.
Oh, fuck.
Rob, hi. In your episode of ChuckieDregs, we've got loads of reviews and 2 exclusive PlayStation 3 reviews. You're right.
Playing a game these days is a bit like doing the lottery. You don't know if you're going to win the jackpot and end up with Dark Souls or Shadows of the Damned. Still, they don't cost very much. Why have you asked me to review this game? I've not done anything wrong, have I? Oh, here, I don't owe you some money, do I? No? Then why am I reviewing this? Shadows of the Damned in 360.
It sounds like a cat having sex with a harmonica, and not the consensual kind.
Hey, every demon has the right to pick the music for his own funeral.
Well, there's your review right there. That dialogue and the sheer contempt it has for the game. It doesn't get any better throughout the game. It gets worse. Right, you play this guy, Garcia Hotspur, and what he it doesn't matter what he needs to do. This game's just shooting. Here's some more guff dialogue.
There is Fleming's castle again. Does it have a name?
Well, officially he calls it Castle Gulzak Zabar Electora Heyre. But most of the locals just call it the Castle of Hassle.
Because he hassles them all the time? Oh, because it's a hassle to get there.
No, because it's a hassle to say the real fudging name. If I ever get my own castle, let me assure you...
Shh. What's that?
What sense did that make? Real fudging name. This game has got sexual visuals and sexual innuendo from pillar to post, and it comes out with something like fudging. It just doesn't make any sense. See that guy that said that? The guy sounding like Stephen Merchant? There's your review. There's your review right there. This game wants to sound like Stephen Merchant. God, I hate Stephen Merchant. Anyway, see that guy that sounding like Stephen Merchant? He's your gun, your sidekick. And the type of gun he is a bono. And his name, Johnson. Johnson the Bono. And see that demon there that just let go of that big steamy turd? You know what his name is? One-Eyed Willy. No One-Eyed Willy for the Goonies. No, this game wishes it was the Goonies. God, I wish it was the Goonies. I hate the Goonies. Crap children's film for the 80s. No, you save with turds. One-Eyed Willy who saves with turds. That's the type of game we're dealing with here. Honestly, I thought I was going to run out of size when I was playing this game. Right, see that darkness that you're in? That's the core mechanic of the game. When you're in the darkness, it hurts you. But you need to be in the darkness to either solve puzzles or, in this case, shoot the boss in the red dot. It doesn't follow the rule of 3. No. It's no shoot the red dot 3 times or shoot 3 red dots. No. I need to shoot the red dot multiple times to kill him so that he turns into a big demon who's covered in red dots. It's a real slog. This fight took me 40 minutes to an hour, something like that. Apparently the whole game is only 6 to 10 hours. I say apparently. I had to Google that because there was absolutely no way I was finishing this game. I gave up after 4 hours, I think. And those 4 hours just seemed like forever. No, as fast and as slick as this game is, it is sheer trash. It's quite insulting as well. It seems to think that sexual innuendo and seeing a woman in CGI suspenders and stockings is going to do it for you. Bear in mind he comes off and she's dead. It's kind of really weird direction to be going in. Now I use the word weird advisedly because the real review of this game is the name of the 2 guys who made it. And I didn't really want to use the word weird because everybody says weird when it's these 2 guys. And they're no weird, they're just pish. There you go. Suda51. Oh ho, he's wacky. Oh ho, Shinji Mikami, he's all. Beat it. There's the review. Them 2 sitting in the room pumping out this crap for you. Big fat sigh.
Welcome to The Cave.
Absolutely fantastic there. Thank you very much to The Cave for introducing The Cave. It's a video game. You pick 3 characters from a possible 7 to play, so that means that if you want to see the story of all 7 characters, you need to play it 3 times, which is never going to happen. You're just going to check YouTube. And throughout the game you get reveals on these adventurers, and you realise that they're all fairly, they've all got secrets. They've all got dark secrets. And as well as dark secrets, the characters also have a unique ability. Each character has a unique ability. The knight, who you're looking at now, he can turn himself invulnerable to physical damage. That's unique. The game's largely story driven. It's a point and click. You could be fooled into thinking that it's a platformer because that's the way that everything's laid out. The cave speaks to you pretty much fucking non-stop all the way through the game. Didn't I like the guy that did the voiceover for the cave? He wasn't very big budget, you know what I mean? Wasn't a great actor. I want to make criticisms of the cave that are quite scathing, but I feel bad about it. It's written by Ron Gilbert, Monkey Island man, and there's no way in it. It's boring, mate. It's a boring game, and there's no really much. You know when you go and see a boring film, like I watched Upstream Colour, the guy that made Primer, his second film, and I went, this is really boring. But with a film you can pretend to yourself and people can say to you, but did you get the deeper meanings though? Did you appreciate the art of it? But when you get a boring game, more often than not, it's just because it's a bit shite and it's a bit tired, you know what I mean? If a game's adventurous and different in some way, then you can't really describe it as boring. But if it's treading ground that's been covered many times before, then it's boring, and you don't want to play a boring game. But I did play this boring game. The hillbilly can hold his breath underwater indefinitely, I think, which is a fucking hell of a trick. There was periods of time where I found myself switching off my brain and not disliking playing it, but also not really paying attention to what I was doing. It's a very old-fashioned game. That's not a compliment, by the way. This is each character has a level dedicated to them. This is the one that the twins, and that's the payoff to the twins' story there. Unfortunately, the way the story is told, I already knew that was going to happen, so You'd think that because it is a story-driven game, that they would get that kind of pacing and timing right, but they don't. It looks nice, but honestly, sorry man, I'm really, really sorry. You're out of date. You're out.
Pants, a survival horror game. Yay! I have to just let you know that this is mainly a typing game, and as such, this will contain a lot of spoilers. Get it? Spoilers. Shitting. Ooh. So what do you need to do? You need to take a shit. So shit. Oh no, it shit my pants. Oh, it's the mechanics of it. I don't understand. What are you supposed to do? You have to go to the loo. So you go to the loo, but he doesn't understand this. I don't know how he doesn't understand that he needs to go to the loo. It's like potty training. So we'll just talk about the graphics here. I mean, they are stunning. They have taken a lot of time, at least 20 minutes to pull this together, and the music as well that's been composed is so fitting for what this game is. Oh no, I didn't take off my pants. Oh, I shat my pants. Oh no. Let's try it again, shall we? So, I farted. Oh, shouldn't really fart because that's happened to me. That happens quite a lot. Okay, so no, so you need to pull down your pants. You have to do things in the right order. You can't sit on the loo and then pull down your pants because he doesn't get it. And its head is peeking out. Oh God, what's he gonna do? Oh no, I shat my pants. So open the door again. Oh no, he needs to pull the door. Oh, he's in there. Okay, right, now take off your pants. Now you have to type quite well. Take off your pants. Oh my God, he's got no genitals. No wonder he can't do anything. He keeps shitting himself. He's got nothing to work with there. Take a wee. No, can't take a wee. He's got no penis. Take a piss. Is that gonna work? No, he doesn't understand what piss means either. Okay, sit on the loo. Oh my God, it's peeking out. Oh, I shat on the floor. Well, it's an achievement because I didn't shit in my pants, so it's all good. I've won there. Oh no, so we try this again. Okay, it's trying to pee. What else can I do to relieve the pressure? Have a wank. He doesn't know how to have a wank. That's really disappointing for him. He must read a book. Some people do that helps. He doesn't know how to read a book. Oh, but I shat on the floor again. Oh God. That's okay, let's try it again. Open the door? No. Die. That happens more often than you'd think.
Hello. Glad you could come at such short notice.
What was that?
That was a Finnish handshake, which is the first point actually. Jon Kjolbye, who's the head of distribution for ChuckieDregs in Finland, has been in touch. Things are going great over there, but he was suggesting if we want even more people in Finland to watch the show, we could do with fitting in some more Finnish facts and stats.
Who is he?
Johan Kjolbye. He's still annoyed that you can't pronounce his name, by the way.
Jonas Kjolbye.
ChuckieDregs floated on the stock market, and you've lost control of it.
Well, wasn't he asked?
Well, it's been very successful. It's worked out very well. It's now huge in Finland.
I'm
and
rich.
No, it's all the money you made it's in stocks and bonds now. Some of it's in stocks and the rest of it's in bonds, and you can swap some for stocks. You can swap stocks for bonds, but you can't. You're not rich. Okay, good, because it doesn't work like that. But he was suggesting we fit in some more. I mean, do you know where Finland even is? Yeah, just above Central Africa. Have you got any idea of the population of Finland, Ryan?
19.
It's over 19, well over 19. So like 900 people, and they're all watching ChuckieDregs, and that's because of the job that Johan Kjolbjerg has done over there. So he is now obviously the head of ChuckieDregs International, and he's got some changes because he's not been very happy with you. I don't think he's into this whole Ryan and Dee cutting about in black and white thing. It's not, that bit's not going down well with the people in Finland.
Right.
So that's what this meeting is. I'm trying to prepare you for the meeting you're going to have with him, because I know what you're a bit like. You get a bit you stare at people on the street and stuff if you haven't not seen a person that looks like that before. It's a bit racist. So you have done that. So I thought if I dressed as that...
He's from Sweden.
No, from Finland.
But that's a Sweden.
It's Finnish.
He's finished.
Finnish. He's not finished. He's Finnish. Swedish people can go to Finland. That doesn't matter. His name's Johan Kjolbjerg, and I'm trying to prepare for it. We'll start again. Just pretend I'm Johan Kjolbjerg.
Okay. This is a bit of a stretch though. What? Rob 2?
Yeah, I don't think he's a real person. I don't think you should do the episode. He sounds suspiciously like Rob 1.
He's nothing like Rob 1.
He's a made up, he's a liar. What's his surname again?
Ryan.
Ryan. Do you know what I mean? If I'm watching ChuckieDregs and I'm quite creatively limited and I'm trying to make up a surname and I can't even come up with a fake first name, so, oh, my name's Rob D. Do you know what I mean? I read some of his other details, some of the other lies that he mentioned about having, was it 1,000 cats?
Is it 3 cats?
3 cats. And then he also he thought that's not interesting enough. Oh, I've got snakes.
He's got 3 snakes.
3 snakes.
3 cats.
He's got 3 of every animal apparently.
2. He's like Noah.
Is that an Noah? What do you need 3 snakes for? What's he trying to do? Escape from a balcony?
And he's got a parrot.
Aye, to hold the snakes up. What was the other stat? He gave us a stat about his books, didn't he? He reads some odd stat.
See, he reads a fair bit, consistently about 20,000 pages a year.
Right, well, fair enough. Do you mean, what does that mean to be? 15 million passengers pass through Helsinki airport a year.
He's no lying. His top 5 games are Blast Corps,
Classic, Destruction,
Bubble Bobble,
great gameplay,
Metroid Prime,
whatever,
Psychonauts,
good storylines.
Drivers in Finland have won more World Rally Championship than any other country. Did you put that in?
Yeah.
And Thunder Force 4.
So you're going to do it then? You're going to do this episode? Because I don't think he's a real person.
I think he is real.
Right, well, you do it. Just, if you could, for me, just try and fit in some Finnish stats and maybe grow some blonde hair.
I'll try to grow blonde hair.
And put in some silent J's into things. Yeah, that's quite good.
Okay, right, I'll bash on.
Yeah, just give it a go. Try and fit in more J's, okay? Just do your best. Try and grow with that blonde hair. Finnish athletes have won more medals at the Olympics than per capita than any other. Finland.
What level is she?
Dunno. 25?
She's probably ready to metamorphosize.
And everything's gonna be just fine, 'cause I believe in your heart of gold, automatically sunshine.
You sure she's level 25? Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch is made in conjunction with Studio Ghibli, who make cartoons that make you cry. And it's a JRPG. Here's the fighting engine. It's not turn-based like it was back in the day. It was not turn-based. It's a free system. The menu systems do pause the fights. And there's a purple ghost. So you get the lovely animation of the Studio Ghibli throughout it. It's actually not as much. It's quite deceptive because the game graphics are so good that they can mimic the animation. So actually, the animation, there's far less of it than you think there is. I don't want to ruin that for you, but there you are inside a uterus. Sick of saying that about JRPGs inside a uterus. There's a jellyfish. Basically, the bulk of Ni no Kuni you will find... Well, I should probably tell you about the main character. Main character is Oliver. That's Shadar, he's the baddie. Main character is Oliver. He's a young man whose mum died. Very sad. But in the alternate universe that he goes to visit and try and save the world, and there are doppelgangers, soulmates of characters in his world, which is the real world. That wasn't a very good... and you can fly a dragon in Ni no Kuni, and the world's massive. It's huge. It's absolutely, as you would expect, it's very grand. The world, there's awful lot to it, sand and forests, but this is the main bulk of the game, as you would expect in the JRPG. And sure, if you wait right here, shall we go along to it? It's open up already. Someone's coming. In your own time. Oh, hello, Oliver. Motto, hi. Wish I was in a fight. How are you? Are you feeling better now? I am. It's all thanks to you, Oliver. What are you doing here? Do you need something from this door? Wait a moment, I'll just open it up for you. Who is this girl? I feel like you know her somehow. Esther can you fight with familiars, and I'll just get the admin out of the way. I'll make this one spin so it's more interesting. She can charm the familiars that you used to fight in battles. They're like Pokemons, kind of. Can you see? They're perceptive of you. She can't. Me neither. Genie can make items from raw materials. Of course, you're invisible. You're from another world, ain't it? Huh? Did you say something, Oliver? Oh no, I didn't. Actually, on the right there, that's the creatures that you've killed. You'll probably look at that once, wouldn't you? The one on the left is you, and you can feed your familiars so that they like you more, and stats go up, and you can metamorphosize them. So it's just basically leveling them up. That's a bunch of bananas, turn into a different bunch of bananas. Sure, she's busy training right now. Fuck this! You would have to be out of your fucking tree to say that Ni no Kuni is not a good game. Obviously, it is a good game. Clearly it is. It's very well, it's all bolted together. It's very competent. It's very competently done. It's exactly what you would expect from a JRPG. Exactly what you would expect. It's got the fighting engine for the Tales games. Looks a bit Studio Ghibli, but a wee bit Dragon Quest. It's exactly what you would expect. And I just forgot, you just forget, don't you, that sometimes this is, without doubt, this is the most exciting footage in the entire game. Woo! What was I saying? Yeah, it's just the pacing of everything is fucking crippling. No joke, you can be a dozen hours into Ni no Kuni, and it's still telling you how to play the game. After a dozen hours, you've played and finished most games in that time, and it's still telling you how to play. You must surely be able to streamline that by now. I mean, it's not the same world anymore, is it? We don't need these big long explanations. Surely most of us know how to play these games. It's not like it's doing things that are fabulously original that we need these really slow explanations. I'm old now, I'm getting old. You need to hurry up. Hurry up and tell me, or be like Dark Souls, don't tell me at all. I'll figure it out as I'm going along. Oh, it just takes ages. But that's my biggest bugbear. It's too slow an experience for me these days. I found it frustrating. It's nowhere near as charming and as funny as everybody says it is either. That's all the fucking pish. Oh god, it's so funny and charming, isn't it? It's so funny. Are you a fucking... Mate, what age are you? You fucking 4? Ni no Kuni is nice, and if you want a really immersive game, then help yourself. In the meantime, I've cut together some footage of stuff that I thought was quite overtly sexual in the game. Goodbye.
Oh, they're coming. Oh, I can feel it! Oh, they're coming! At long last! Come on, my little darlings!
Miss me, sweetheart? Jesus, you? I liked you better when I thought you were dead. I liked you better when I didn't have to hear your shit. Let's go.
Can you imagine these guys while they're not at war?
I've gotta pick up Stephanie from the train station.
Vanquish. It's like Rendezvous at Rama, but far more. Oh my god! The story in Vanquish is... Also, there are Russian aliens or something. Whoa! Yes, in Vanquish, you can go fast. But don't just think that's all there is. Most games are happy to sell themselves entirely on the back of their one original game mechanic. But Vanquish doesn't do that. The weapons are varied and fun, and being a platinum game, the bosses are an absolute treat. The characters are so bog standard cliche that they actually transcend to become hugely enjoyable.
Nothing better than a smoke to remind you you're alive.
Coat my guts in sweet death. Fuck lungs! Hoo-ha! Whoa! Can you believe there were shitebags who lowered their review scores because this game lacked multiplayer? What a shame we all missed out on this. Watch out for enemies right outside the base. What?
Go back to your own country.
What?
Why don't you go back to your own country, eh?
I am in my own country, you fucking yogurt.
Yeah, well, stay. Yeah, good. Stay there then.
The argument is that multiplayer mode brings a huge amount of replayability to a game. I'm still playing all these great multiplayer games. Aren't you? Play Vanquish. It's better than what you're playing right now. I bet you're playing some garbage like Trigger Man, aren't you? Trigger Man. This guy will trigger you without warning. Eat my hot lead. Get those bullets into you, son. Ooh. Holy shit, this is fucking incredible. In summary, Vanquish is a really fantastic video game, but Trigger Man is better.
The Last of Us from Naughty Dog is a game that has flaws, and not insignificant flaws, because an awful lot of the game is best played by being stealthy. Unfortunately in The Last of Us though, the companion AI doesn't interact well with the enemy AI. Have a look at this footage. I'm sneaking, the cunt I'm way dashes right past me with his army boots on, But the developer has had to turn the effect off. They've had to ignore each other, the two AIs, because obviously they don't interact very well. It's quite a violent game, The Last of Us. Quite violent. But it's one of the few games I can think of where they've actually made a decent attempt at justifying the level of violence. It's not like there will be continual comparisons to Bioshock Infinite. It's not like it feels as if it's in there because it's expected to be in there. It's in there because the extreme environment merits it. There's a character early on in the game that says to Joel's the main male character, says to Joel that we've been shitty people for a long time, and Joel disagrees with us and says that we're survivors, and you get that impression that anybody that has survived in these circumstances has had to do questionable things. And the violence, although graphic, as you can see, the blows that are struck are often quite clinical. They're as quick as they can be because the characters are used to killing. The second major flaw that's been bugging me throughout the entire game was the explanation of what the clickers are. These aren't clickers that you're looking at right now, but the clickers are one of the main baddies, and there aren't actually even that many baddies in it, which is quite a fairly... That's a clicker. A fairly brave decision, I thought, on the part of the designer to have so few enemies. But the description of how the clicker works is that it sees like a bat. The clicking sound it makes is like sonar, and that's how it sees. But that's not true, because if that were true, they would just see you. What they actually are is just blind. They use sound to see. So the explanation that was given doesn't make any sense, and it was bugging me throughout the entire game of why they put that in there. But anyway, The Last of Us compensates for these flaws by being one of the best games you'll ever play. Without realising it, the footage that I've largely used in this review is quite a lot of action. There's your maw. Your maw's a bloater. Haha, lols. Because I seem to have avoided, without even noticing that I was doing it, I've avoided a lot of the cutscenes because my eyes were filling up with tears and stuff, so fuck you. And this scene that I'm following a horse, there's horse tracks on the ground. Look at the size of the horse tracks, what's that all about? She reading, is that an elephant? What the fuck? When Joel first teams up with... Do you want to listen to this part?
And I would like to sign a suit.
Fuck it. When Joel first teams up with Ellie's charged with escorting her, and he's not up for it because it's too much of a risk, because it's like 20 years after the major event.
It's me.
Oh god, I've put this scene in.
Oh, baby girl. It's okay.
You can't see it, right? But just listening to it, my eyes are on fire. They're on fire. Oh, it's so good. Look at him talking. Look at Joel talking there, and you can't hear what he's saying. They're like some kind of geniuses, so they are, Naughty Dog. Sounds like I'm getting them into trouble, doesn't it, Naughty Dog? This is the thing. This is it. This is... They know what they do well. They're storytellers. They are the best storytellers in the games industry. But that's not to say that this isn't a good game, because I absolutely loved playing it. I've heard people saying that it's quite samey. And I think what they mean by that is that it's unspectacular, and it is. Everything is fairly low-key and scrappy. It's no... You're not putting on a rocket pack and fighting a big robot Gary Little. I don't know why you would be doing that. You probably... I'll start again. I won't start again. I tricked you. You can't make me start again. There only really is one thing that's approaching, one part of the game that approaches a boss fight, and it's really, really good. The bit, it's almost like a bit out of a Metal Gear Solid game or something like that. And I think that's where people's criticism of almost approaching saying that it's repetitive. And honestly, I disagree with it, because I think the fighting engine that they've built is incredibly strong. And the game is best played on hard, because that is when the resource management comes into play, and again, you experience the world as it's supposed to be experienced, because resources are extremely scant, and you focus less on gun battles and more hand-to-hand combat just to save on resources. Anyway, action, smaction, forget that. The characters and the story are where Naughty Dog are unrivaled. The best characters I've ever seen in a video game. It's so subtly played. It's the road. The story is the road. The Cormac McCarthy, the road, essentially. But the way the characters, and you've heard this before, but the way the characters develop is unrivaled in anything I've ever seen in a game before. I sincerely say that and mean it, that this has things that I have never seen in a game before, that I've never seen a game do before. It's just really, really beautiful. By a considerable distance, the most skillful writing and storytelling there's ever been in a game. It divides its story into seasons of the year, and in my opinion, and lots of other people's opinion, the best season is winter. It's filled with such loneliness and heartbreak, and it's just has to be.
Tonight I'll shave the mountain. I'll cut the hearts from pharaohs. I'll pull the road off of the rise, tear the memories from my eyes. In the morning I'll be gone. I drink 1,000 shipwrecks. Tonight I steal your paychecks. I paint the sheets across my bed.